Vermin Hunters TV with me, Si Pitway. Today on the show I've got a guest shooter and it's Laura Jayne, my fiancée. And today she's come in to work with me to the indoor 27-yard range to use a BSA Ultra, which anyone who's been watching the channel over the last few weeks would have seen me shooting with in this range. What I intend to do today is set some targets out for Laura, some metal knockdown targets, and let her have a couple of shots at that, see how she gets on. I'm going to give her a little bit more tuition. I've probably been teaching her over the last year and a half, but in honesty she's only probably had 5 lessons in that year and a half's time span. If she does well, then I'm going to try a group, and Laura's a bit worried about this. She's not actually ever shot a 5-shot group before, and especially at this range. And then once we've done that, depending on the time, is set up a HFT squirrel for her and put a reducer on, and it's a real tiny reducer, and see how she gets on with that. So, happy?
Nervous, yeah.
Nervous? I'm sure you're going to do alright. Let's see how we get on. Right, this is Laura now. She's lined up, actually laying down in the prone position, the supported position, and she's pointed the rifle so it's naturally pointing at the target, and we're going to be shooting at 4 knockdown targets first, and then once she's knocked the 4 knockdown targets down, the reset button to reset them. I've given her some instruction on the marksmanship principles, and she's aware of correct follow through and trigger technique. So I'm going to pause it now, move the camera to the side, and then we'll see how she gets on. Right, I'm in the shooting galley next to Laura. I'm going to zoom in now. And she's going to be shooting at the knockdown targets. First of all, the one on the far left, working across to the right, and then back into the middle to reset them if she knocks them down. Squeeze her. Lovely. Nice shot. Okay, cock the rifle again. That's it. Put a GSB exact and push the bolt forward. That's it, that's right. Always inspect your pellet, make sure it's perfectly formed. Push it forward and recock the rifle. That's it. She's using her Ultra today, as you've already saw. Lovely shot. Got the rifle. Do you feel the first and second stages? Like I told you? Yeah, it's just a squeeze of the second stage to release the pellet on its way. Cock it. That's it. Next one is the next pig. Beautiful shot. And one more then, so we can get 4 pigs. Don't push it down. That's it. Lovely. I cut the rifle now, and now you're going for the smallest target, which is the reset button. What happens when you hit that, it makes the 4 pigs come back up again automatically. Beautiful. Excellent. Well done.
So, just so I get it correct in my head, the follow through is where you squeeze the trigger and you're looking down the scope, and when you hear it third, you keep your eye on the target and you take your finger slowly off the trigger, and then you take your eye away. Is that right?
Yeah, that's perfect. It's called follow through. Right, this time I put a piece of A4 card up, and I put a little tiny bullseye with a pen about 3/4 the size of a drawing pin, and Laura's going to try her first ever 5-shot group with her Ultra. So whenever you're ready, go ahead. Happy?
Yeah.
Okay, go on then. Good shot. Well done. Load the rifle. Good shot. That's it. It doesn't matter if you're taking time, as long as you're going through the marksmanship principles in your mind. Okay. With practice, it'll come quicker. Do. Is that 3? Great shooting.
I think it's my eye gets dry.
Yeah, with your contact lenses.
Yeah. Sure, that's what it is.
There's no wrong with that.
That's like
really,
like it's not clear.
Yeah, your contacts are dry. It's really good shooting though. You can get the last one in as well. And we're going to have a look at it, yeah? Brilliant. How do you find that?
Good.
You like that?
Yeah.
That's excellent. Right, I'll zoom out. And then we'll go forward and have a look at it.
It is because it's because it's really dry.
Your eyes are dry, are they?
Mm.
Right, we've moved forward now to the 27-yard part on the range. And what you can see I've done, I've stuck a drawing pin into the centre of Laura's group. And what you can make out is all 5 of her shots have actually been covered by the drawing pin. There may be 1 millimetre or even less than 1 millimetre sticking out in this top position here, which would probably be the 10 or 11 o'clock position on a clock. But for a first ever 5-shot group at this range, 27 yards, I think she's done really well there. And I actually know other people who's been shooting a lot of years who couldn't actually manage what she's just done there in this indoor range. To give you a little bit more reference, I'm going to move this drawing pin, and I've got a UK 5p piece here, and if I stick the 5p piece on the group, you can see the 5p piece absolutely buries the group, no problem. And if I move it off to the side, you can see it's probably only 3/4 or maybe just slightly less than 3/4 the size of the 5p piece's diameter. And to give you some real fine detail and a reference to actually how good she's actually done for her first ever attempt, is I've got an unshot 177 pellet here, and I'm going to stick it in the centre of the group, and I'll try and zoom in a little bit without losing focus. And if I can straighten it out on the card, like so, you can see that is a real good group. It's only probably a pellet's width to the right here and a pellet's width to the left, and the tiniest little bit 2 millimeters underneath. So I think she's done really well. What do you feel about that, Laura?
I'm pretty happy.
I thought you might be. Right, before Laura goes on to attempt to shoot this HFT knockdown squirrel with the reducer on, what I thought I'd do is show you actually how small the hole is she's going to be attempting to shoot at 27 yards. And I've stuck the drawing pin I was using earlier back to front with some blue tack on, actually over the hole. And if I zoom in slowly, without losing focus hopefully, you'll see that there's no light whatsoever showing. And actually the hole is probably 2 or 3 millimeters smaller in diameter than the drawing pin itself. So it's a real tiny target she's going to be shooting at. And I'm going to see how many shots it actually takes her to do it. I've got a lot of faith in her, especially with how she's been shooting the knockdown targets and then that group, that she's going to do this in 1 or 2 shots, as long as she applies the marksmanship principles and use the techniques I've been teaching her. Let's see how she gets on. I'm back down at the butts. I'm going to zoom in to the 27-yard part, and this time you'll see the HFT squirrel with the smallest reducer I've got fitted. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, in your own time.
Yes!
Well done. Brilliant. That's impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
You like that? Yeah. Alright, I'll zoom out.
Got it.
Say again?
I got it.
You did get it, yeah, you got it well. Right, I've got the camera set up at a different angle now, and Laura's going to attempt the HFT squirrel with the smallest reducer on at 27 yards, but this time the gun's really low on air, so I've told her to aim a slight little bit high to allow the pellet to drop low like it is doing, and hopefully go through the 8mm target area. In your own time, Laura. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, that's like aiming off, all you've done is aimed off.
It's 2 mil dots.
Did you? Is that where you aimed?
Yeah.
What, high? So the pellet drops low?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. Brilliant. Well folks, that's it for today. I've really enjoyed it. You enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's been brilliant.
And next year, me and Laura will definitely be on the HFT circuit. There is one around the Midlands Way, which is where we live. And if Laura carries on shooting like she's doing, I think she's going to do really well, especially with this little rifle. And all credit goes out to Phil, 8282 from the Hunting Life Forum. He's done a really good job on it. And as you see, it shoots absolutely pellet on pellet, no problem whatsoever. So, from me and Davey, and from Laura Jayne, stay safe, look out for future productions on Vermin Hunters TV, and we'll see you soon.